Hello, hello, hello. How are you, Leah?
Hey, girl, hey.
You look so festive today.
Thank you. We're concluding the year, right?
I know.
And then it's like holidays among us.
'Tis
I
the
just
season
put my
to be
tree
jolly.
up, too. Kind of late.
What?
I know.
That's really late.
Violation.
I think it is a violation. I'm sorry. I'll out you.
Especially when you have kids.
That is.
But we added a second one.
Okay.
So we did double time.
You
we
did
went
extra?
double time, extraness all the way.
It's ran the little marathon to get it done, girl. No, I appreciate
Yes.
that you're done. I'm just a huge holiday whore basically, and I've toned down my chaos in years past because I have 2 kids on my own, and it is a lot. So I know how hard it is to get the stuff up. I got 1 tree. I used to do 2. We are fully up. But yeah, it's a lot, man. I didn't do nearly as much decorating this year as I've done in years past because then I'm like, I have to take it all down.
Well, this is kind of funny the way this came together last night, but we have the littles and we're single mamas, and so we get to make their experience like the whole vibe.
Magic.
Yeah, exactly. And Presley kept saying, we did this whole pink Christmas theme last year, and we went into pink places, and we bought pink things, and we found pink dresses, and it was so dope. So I said, Presley, what color are we adding into the mix this year? And she was like, green. Well, hello, there's millions of shades of green.
There are.
And so when we went out last night, I said, I think we need to grab some green because we had everything in pink. And so we added
That's like a
Grinch
wicked
green,
tree.
like that neon Grinchy green.
Yeah.
And it was so funny because I was thinking I was going to go to one spot, and then I ended up stopping at another. And so this is I get no sales commission for this mention, but freaking Kirkland's nailed a 50% off already.
Nice.
We bought a Grinch Christmas tree. It is so cute. It has the whole dangle.
I love
with
at
the
the
curve
top. Yeah.
and the big red ball. It is everything. So
I love that.
So we were making up for lost time with double time and adding some neon Grinchy.
Heck yeah, girl.
Grinchy,
Have fun.
green.
A lot of people I've talked to this year have said that where they're kind of still decorating a couple things here and there, not feeling they have to do it all at one time.
Yeah.
Yes. So speaking though of beautiful decor, fun things, parties, we have a wonderful guest here today.
Guest.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like her space is just super gorgeous, and per usual, I think you're such a great connector, Leah, because I have met our guest today, Christina Miller. We're going to go ahead and introduce her.
Yes.
Christina,
Hey, Christina,
welcome. She is owner of Cameo Cakery and Cafe, the magician behind this beautiful creation. So Christina, you do everything. You've got cakes, you've got a cafe, you do catering, you do coffee. It's like all the C's.
Yeah.
Cocktails. Connection.
You do everything.
We did it a fun theme too for
Yes.
Babes.
So how did you stumble into this world of making beautiful things for others? Tell us a little bit about this. I'm going to pull up your website so people can kind of see a little bit of what you do.
Yes, let's see.
Well, it started with cakes, and that was just really something that was the intention was to make my children's birthday cakes for their birthdays, like my mother did for my sister and I growing up. So that's really where it started, and I just always kept in the back of my mind, if I wanted to do something with this one day, what would it look like? Not really thinking that would ever happen.
Yeah.
But formulating these little visions in the back of my head and tucking them away. And then one day I wake up and I actually have the opportunity to do it, and I really just didn't see that happening, but it was in front of me, and I couldn't, turn away from that opportunity to at least try.
Yeah, well, I think it's what you're saying too. So much of what memories are made of from our childhood relate back to the foods, the smells, like those experiences. And so, you're basically helping others. You've done that with your family, and you've created those memories with your kids. And now you're able to help others create those family memories, which is really special to get to be a part of somebody's. You sit down at somebody's table with them in that fashion, right? And what's more special than breaking bread and sharing a meal with someone? So I think that's really special that you've brought this. I mean, you've been open now for 5 years, right? Which is nuts. When's your anniversary?
September will be 5 years.
We
September
need
2026.
We need to throw an anniversary party for you next year, girl.
5 years is
Throw it down. That's a huge milestone. I mean, you're a female business owner. You've brought this wonderful product to your community. And so this says too, you have a gluten-free, that's your favorite cake. Is that correct? Tell us a
Well,
personalized
it's-
gluten-free bunt.
Oh yes, my savory cakes.
Yes.
It's
Tell us a little bit about that.
Sweet and savory broth.
You know, not everybody likes sweets, or
Right.
not everybody likes cake.
Yes.
And, so I figured we needed something for those people too, but I wanted it to be kind of your cake all day cafe, which is what we are.
Yeah.
So I wanted to come up with a savory version of cake that people could eat as a meal.
So what are your hours? You're open all day?
Pretty much.
Okay.
We're 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Okay.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday through Saturday is 8 to 9.
Wow. Okay, you are open all the time.
Yes.
That's really cool.
We vary that in the slower season, and
Yeah.
sometimes we'll close earlier. Like we did that after January this year, up until September, because there just wasn't a lot of traffic in the evening hours. But I'd like that to change.
Yeah.
Because we do have a lot of great savory items, charcuterie boards, giant pretzel with beer cheese, pimento cheese and crackers. We have the gluten-free vegan pizza, flatbreads. All sorts of
Yum.
stuff that you can have for dinner
Beer
and enjoy.
cocktails.
Girl, like I just really didn't
Coffee.
know. We were talking a little bit about the show before the show today, and I didn't know that you had all of these other things. I do think, like you said, you led with cake, and that's your bread and butter, and that's what you know, and you've done that for years, and so it led you to this space. But now you've opened it up to other things because now you can have other people come in and enjoy other moments, right? So that's super cool. The cafe menu is available here. You can even order online, which is pretty rad. So yeah,
for cakes,
check
for
this out. So
birthdays and things that
cupcakes, classic
mamas like us
cinnamon
need.
roll. Oh my God.
So exciting.
Okay, so
Pretty
these are
darn
your
good.
savory cakes. Awesome. I love this.
Yep. So that's
Such a
basically like
variety.
a base between the base is a cross between a quiche and a cheesecake.
Yum.
I wanted to make it gluten-free, keto-friendly, so I left the flour out of it. It was
Okay.
a labor of love that I almost gave up on, but I'm glad I did.
Oh my God, yeah.
And
They're amazing.
We just vary what we fold into it: meats, vegetables, and cheeses, and then it's served with arugula, crackers, and olives. It's a very satiating meal.
So this is gluten free, the savory
Absolutely.
cakes.
Absolutely.
See, for a while I was having some health stuff going on, and I thought it might have been a gluten issue. It wasn't, but in that process of discovery, like I eliminated gluten and just found that I felt better actually. And so I try now not to do a lot of processed stuff and gluten free stuff. So that's awesome to know. Yes. So for all of the gluten free people out there, I've told my friend Amy, she's always looking for the next best thing. So that and stuffed croissants, girl. I mean, yeah, I'm coming in like Saturday with my boys.
Right? And don't you feel like now everyone is so much more conscious about the needs of the dietary restrictions? Like,
Yeah.
I just love it that I feel like she's just really leaned into all of that as well.
Totally.
Because a lot of people are a lot more conscious of all of those things now.
Yeah.
Sugar and gluten.
Yeah, and Christina was even
So
saying like
congratulations for just
you're a
making
health
such an
freak.
expansive
So I'm sure
menu.
you want things to be a little healthier if you're going to indulge, right?
I feel a little
Balanced.
guilty sometimes, but then again, everybody has an occasion to celebrate at some point or another.
Totally.
And when it's time to celebrate, it's time to celebrate, and you want to do it right, and you want the best. And so I don't spare when it comes to that. On these cakes, I want them to be the best they possibly can be, because when you're going to have them, they should taste great. They should
Yeah.
look great. They should taste great, and that's our goal. So, but yeah, there's also the times when you don't want to eat sweets and gluten all the time, and you want to be a little healthier so that when the time comes, you can have them.
That's right. You've got to earn those treats, and when you want to have a treat, it should be good. I feel like so it's like have a little bit of a really good thing. I'd rather do the moderation thing. So
And she puts all the extra on the things to make it special. So you know how you might see like a cupcake, but she's got sprinkles or glitter.
Yeah.
Or like in her coffee drinks, she's got the whip, but like it's also maybe got the cinnamon and the
toasted marshmallow around.
Yeah, there's just so many special touches. And I think when you do celebrate, it's important to give that extra. So here we were starting today's conversation on the extraness of the holiday. And she's going to invite us there. It's like home. It's like coming home.
Yes.
And her building is almost like a little house.
Yes.
And so we are reserving her dining room.
So
But let's
you're
talk about,
located,
like,
Libby. For anybody that
she's one of my
hasn't
favorite
checked out
neighborhoods.
Cameo Cakery, so Libby and Grove are right there. Libby and
Area,
Patterson, that
yes.
stretch of Libby right there. So great little area, very walkable. If you haven't been to that area, go park your car and just kind of walk around. I think it's kind of like a Carytown too. right?
It is just
Like,
a lot smaller and just a
Yeah.
little more.
There
I don't know. It's a little more intimate, in my opinion.
yeah, I mean, they've
the
got
area.
a couple restaurants, a couple places to shop. They've got a chocolate and wine store. Because I do think, we were talking a little before the show too, I think a lot of people aren't as familiar with that little area of like West Ham. It's the West Ham neighborhood, right?
Right.
It's near U of R, near St. Catharines and all of that. And you might feel like, oh, I don't know my way around there. I don't go to U of R or St. Catharines or anything and I can't go. That's not the case. Go park your car and walk around. It's a really cute little area. I do think like a Carytown too is a way to put it. It's a little mini version, and it's fun to walk around and have a nice day and go get some cake and coffee and a little lunch. And
The shopping's actually great.
I
My
know.
husband did it the other day when it was snowing and it was like dead in the area. And I mean, just to pop from store to store, and we got a lot of Christmas shopping done and some really nice gifts.
Yeah.
Because we have things like Hampton House and Apothic
Yeah.
and Onesie, Twosie, Threesie. Lots of really great stores
yeah,
in there.
local shop, local shop,
Options,
local
yes.
shop, local. I still
Some have been there a long
love
time too.
the Libby
It's
Market
like,
grocery store down the street. I still
refreshing.
love because like
Absolutely.
their groceries aren't as
Libby
expensive
Markets.
as you'd think they would be for an independently owned grocery store, and you can get some pre-made things. Like for me, if I don't have time to cook, I'll pop in there sometimes. So cute area, definitely pop in. But I think another thing that we want to talk about that's happening is, okay, so how y'all met then leads us to another thing we're going to talk about today. So y'all met through Boss Babes, is that right?
Yes.
And
Yeah,
tell us
so
a
we
little
have-
bit. Yeah.
We have a group page that's private on Facebook called Boss Babes RVA. It started circa 2014 from another fantastic, fierce leader and founder, Christine Haynes Greenberg. And in 2018, 2019, she and her mom had led or set out to also grow their boutique, their bridal boutique in Churchill. And so they were looking for new leadership. So it opened opportunity for myself to be able to step up with several other leaders and just create really special space for working women in the region. And in that space, we're resourcing women and helping them make the right connections they need for their business, or just answer questions that they need to get their business done, or help them find jobs. So it's been really rewarding throughout the years to experience that, but also experienced my profile got hacked in the last couple of years. And so one of the awesome things that I just kept at the forefront of my mind and heart the whole time was how special a space it was. At the time, there were over 10,000 members in the space. And so Richmond Magazine really started following our journey, really advocating for us to continue to pioneer more women
Look,
in
so
the
yeah, this is a
workplace.
picture of you.
Oh my gosh, you were so funny.
I
to
just
have this.
I just Googled this.
Ooh, that
Supporting
is
the
from
needs of female
2020.
business owner, Leah Coleman, owner, real estate couture, and owner, Boss Babes RVA. So that's how I met
so-
Leah originally too, was kind of through Boss Babes, right? So
Yeah.
it was an online networking group founded by Christina Greenberg, 9,000 members, gives credit, blah, 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 little underground. So yeah, I mean, Leah's a connector of people. And you've really done a lot for our community, I think, in terms of
Thank
collaboration
you. And so
across
I
a
love
lot of
walking on these
brands.
blocks and like
Yeah.
going and introducing myself, and then just like trying to help them meet their neighbors, and then finding out ways that we can support one another. And so that was one of the things that I was able to fortunately do when I saw her open up. Fun facts: when I got married, like the business that was there before was a lingerie store. And it was
where
high-end,
Cameo
where she
is?
is now.
Okay.
And so I
Okay.
had my bridal shower there.
Oh.
Like in 2010. And so so what I mean to tell you, like my connection to the neighborhood has just been special for many, many years. And then to see her, and our membership, and then open up during COVID, like during COVID.
Yeah, what
when
a
everything was
crazy
shutting down.
time.
So like, I mean, there's a part of me that's like, are we the crazies? Are we the crazies? We might be. Like, we might be a little delulu. Short for delusional.
I got
But
you.
I just think that, like, when you work around a bunch of women that are all independent but that got your back, it just helps you feel like you've got wings.
No
Wind
doubt.
in
Lift
your
you
sail
up.
or wings, And so it was awesome to meet her when she first opened, and we've just had a sweet bond ever since. She's hosted a few coffee and cocktail and conversation meetups there. Been able to bring some other business associates in there that have done filming in there, that have done rented her whole space, patio, inside, outside, live music. So y'all, what I mean to tell you, she is running it over there with the special activities. In addition, I mean, it's not, patio season for live bands, but like aren't those the places that people like flock to when it warms up around here? So
Yes.
she's doing all the right things, and I just
Yeah.
love that for her. I love that for the neighborhood. I love that for all of us.
Yes.
But yeah, so Christina, we met that way, and it's been a few years, and it's just so awesome to see that growth. And so recently, here we go into this big tip challenge. Like, I was online this week, and one of the things that really kept my spirit alive during my hack of the last couple of years was knowing that we did need to be together, that we had good space, and that if I continued to connect us online and offline, that I would just continue to do that. And so she stayed connected with me on my personal page too. And so when I made a post this past week about I would say a disappointing engagement and story that someone, it was satire, but that someone had with a server where they like allowed this entire table of a large crowd to be waited on, and they made complaints constantly with her service, and then supposedly did not tip her staff.
Oh my God. That would make me
And
so
so
mad. That's not allowed.
It was, yeah.
You're
and
not
so
allowed to go
when
out
I
if you
posted
don't
it, I said,
tip.
oh my gosh, this is a perfect time for me to mention that we've actually, ever since COVID in Boss Space, we've been holding these big tip breakfasts. And my one of my favorite colleagues and clients, Essie Wise, shout outs to her today. She's been helping us spearhead that. And so
Essie kind of started it here then? Is that how it started?
She just started helping us host and gather. And so we were doing it. This is the 5th year. I can't believe it's the 5th year. But basically, when we gathered ever since this happened during COVID, it's been with the intention of being super generous and just finding generosity, especially at the end of the holiday season when people do need it, most. But it's like all year long thing too. And of course, the industry of restaurants, remember, they were all getting shut down at that time. So, it's still hard. I think it's still challenging out there. Inflated food pricing and so on. And so the goal is to just gather with oneself, with 2, with 5, with 10, with 20. Her dining room can hold up to 24 capacity. So we have reserved the dining room, and we're going to try to bring something special in there this season, maybe once or twice. But we want to encourage, like in the Big Tip Challenge, like we want to encourage people to do this on their own. So this is a challenge for the entire region.
The Big Tip Challenge for anyone that doesn't know. What is the Big Tip Challenge for anyone that doesn't know?
Suggested donation. You ready for the big number?
Yeah.
$100 per person. So imagine.
So everybody brings $100
bring
to
$100
tip the
cash,
server,
and you tip the server,
and you pick a place to do this every year.
Yeah.
Where'd y'all go last
your
year?
Friends, your loved ones. We went to Route 33. There's a cafe off Route 33.
Okay.
And we've gone to the Westwood Pharmacy before.
Cool.
We've gone into just, places
that's
that
awesome.
aren't always places that you think about. But
that's
with breakfasts is kind of our theme. But I mean, this can be something that anybody can do anywhere.
Okay, so
you can do this at dinner time with your gatherings for the holidays.
This is happening this week?
Yeah, it's happening. When
is
right now, all through the holidays. We have several.
Okay, so but when is it happening at Cameo? Are we allowed to say this?
We can talk about it because we will air after we do it. But it is going to be on December 18th, Thursday, December 18th. So it's going to be a blessing. So what I love about Christina is she saw my post. Her heart immediately attached to it. And she's the first restaurant owner that we've had that's been like, please come.
Yes.
People need this. So Christina, talk about that. Talk about the excitement of having us in your dining room this week.
Yes.
I just, when I saw it, I'm like, this is lovely. I want to be a part of this, but even more so, I have, it was near and dear because I listened to my staff, sometimes when things don't go the way they'd like, and I hear the stories of how they're treated and honestly, the way I'm treated at times.
Yeah.
And by customers, and it's really sad that, and we're in a day and age where the customer's always right, and that is true, but we have to tolerate sometimes a bit of disrespect and abuse because of that policy that the customer's always right. And so I try to stand up for my staff wherever I can appropriately, when things go awry. But I hear about, oh, they didn't tip me and I did this, they ran me to death, whatever. And so it kind of rang true when I read it. Just because I'm seeing it firsthand with my own staff, and they really work hard, and they get very deflated because that's their reward, but it's also their livelihood. And so when you take that away from them, you're not just taking away their livelihood, you're hurting their pride because they care about what they do and they are working very hard to impress and make the customers happy. And so that lack of, indication of reward and satisfaction from the customer hurts.
Yeah. I wonder, like, I've thought about this, and I think I've thought about this too when it comes to real estate, because like the show was started upon like the real estate inner workings, I guess. But I don't know if everyone understands how servers get paid. Still to this day, which is crazy to me, but you don't get paid a normal wage. You don't get paid minimum wage at all, right? So
No,
correct?
The minimum is, I believe, $213. I pay a little more than that per hour in the base for my servers. Not a lot, but a little more just to show them that I'm,
right. But like the minimum wage for an hourly worker is what? What is it now?
$12.41, I think.
$12? Okay, so like they're not getting that. They're getting $2 an hour. They're getting $10 less per hour. So if they make no tips in that hour, they're literally making $2.40 an hour.
Well, by law, we have to bring them up.
Oh, you do?
And here's the difficulty, because this actually comes back on the owners and the business itself. Whatever they don't make, we have to make up. And if
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So
teaching us something today.
No, I'm interested because I want to educate people on this,
know.
because I don't think people understand how people make money when it comes to real estate
It's been a while since I did wait
serving.
staff. I think that you were saying the same thing. Like, it used to be my livelihood. And
I did like every job. I worked at a burrito shop. I waited tables. I did lots of things. But I think I remember getting like $3 an hour plus tips. And nobody had to bring me up to minimum wage, though.
Yeah, I don't remember, because I did that sort of work too in high school, and I don't remember if there was
So that's
a
not
tip up, but-
that old of a thing, or not. Yeah, I mean that's not. It's relatively new, I suppose. That
And
they're
that
having to
wouldn't
do
be
that.
so bad, but for a business like mine,
You're small.
very small, very
Yeah.
new, and still trying to build. And when business is slow, I mean, it's paycheck to paycheck to keep this business running.
So people
right
not
now.
tipping is hurting you too.
It absolutely.
Yeah, and I've always
is.
said, I'm like,
And
if
then
you
we've had
can't afford
snow
to
in
tip, you
December
shouldn't
this
go out
year.
to eat.
Like December's snow, early snow this season. I mean, it's already taken the kids out of school several days.
Yeah.
So then imagine, like, that's that many more days. And some restaurants, I cannot remember what the statistic is, but it was something like a certain number of days of closing literally can like make or
Shut
break
you
the
down.
survival
Yes.
of a restaurant. And so I think that just considering all those things this year, it's just especially important, even if and even when our wallets might have a lot more pressure on them with everything,
Well,
compounding.
especially like right now, it's like I said, it's like if you can only afford a $50 meal, then you better be spending $35 anticipating putting that tip on it, in my opinion, right? Like that's the way I look at life.
Yeah, so
like,
just encouraging everyone to be just generous as they
Yeah.
can. Like I said, $100 is the suggested tip. Surprise at the end, but it's just been so amazing to just be a part of watching the generosity of others give hope to humanity when somebody receives something like that.
yeah.
Especially as a surprise, because they have no clue that we're coming. They don't know who is doing what. So I do want to suggest that if you are out there and you catch this episode and you receive the challenge for yourselves, definitely do your part to give the restaurant a heads up about the size of your party so that you all can plan properly. We have been coordinating this over a few conversations with her as well so that she knows how she can get her staff supported and make sure that they come as well. But especially if you have a larger party, over 6 or so, like this is the time of year, especially where everybody's really busy and you'll want to plan it appropriately, and then just give your circle and your sphere of ecosystem that shows up like the right, amount of time to plan to be all together.
So the Big Tip Challenge is going on. You can host your own Big Tip Challenge. You guys are going to have it at
And make it a
Cameo
lifestyle,
Cakery.
right? Like, let's do it this time of year, especially. But, this can be something you can just do every once in a while.
Yeah.
The same way you might buy somebody's coffee in front of you or something, or behind you, or pay
Totally.
somebody's toll.
Pay it forward.
Just doing really nice things to
Be
be a blessing.
thoughtful that everyone is going through something. I mean, it is tough out there. That's what when I have 2 boys and when they fight, it's like, look, we don't have time for that. We got to be on the same team here. Life is hard enough.
Yes. And holidays aren't always easy for everybody.
No, that's so true.
So it
true.
can be that you're reaching them at a time that is all the more moving.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and can you imagine being a server that gets like several $100s for the night?
Oh my God.
Or even what if it's over $1,000 because you have 10 or more people come? So you all can be super intentional about the math on this, be super intentional about the generosity of your circles, and yeah, just run it up. Let's run it up, Richmond. Come on. This is like a regional big tip challenge.
So I'm really excited because I can't thank people like Christina Miller enough for their your generosity, Christina, for offering to host you guys at your place.
Everybody. It helps me. It helps my staff.
Right.
I think this will be a really nice uplift in a time that can be really challenging because December is our busiest month for sure, and it gets chaotic and stressful. While it's supposed to be a very cheerful holiday, in the service industry, it does create a lot of chaos and stress. It can be fun, but it can also really take a toll. And I think, giving these servers and service workers something to go, okay, there's still a little hope in the world, and there are people out there who really just genuinely care, and spreading that love, I think, means a lot at a time when they're really, really working their butt off and, just trying to make it through.
Yeah.
I know we're coming through like a whole interesting economy. Like that's just the word I have. It is so interesting, and the world is different, very different right now. And I just think it's just all the more we're ready as a people to feel the support and lean into our loved ones and our community a little bit more right now. So let's
lift everybody up. Positivity pays it forward.
Of that,
definitely have the community hugs going on, and everybody needs the help right now. So be good to the people in our backyards. Big tip challenge can be a lifestyle, that's for sure.
Yes,
gratitude and giving is a wonderful thing. So
with it as well.
Thank you.
Spill over.
Yeah. Thank you for being with us today, Christina.
Thank you for hosting. It's so awesome to be able to have you on and hear a bit of your story with all the wonderful things going on at Cameo.
I will definitely.
Congratulations on 5 years coming up too.
No doubt. I will be checking Cameo out soon.
better.
We are going to do a follow-up story. I told Christina that Leah and I are going to come in. We're going to take some video and we're going to play it back and do a little post show because I want to show everybody what it's like inside Cameo because I am guilty of not having been there yet. So
Her
we're going to do
decorations too are like off the chain this time of year.
I know, right?
Yeah, and she's so good at every.
I'm going.
Theme.
I want to go Saturday,
awesome.
so I'll be coming in.
So yes, come on in, everybody.
So until then, all right, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon. Have a good day.
Thanks for
Bye.
coming, Christina.
Brick by brick.